Welcome back from a long break. But yeah, welcome back to another episode of Missing Mysteries in Black and White with your two hosts, myself, Ed, and my main man, Josh.
How we doing?
First of all, Josh, how you been, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, brother. Not too bad. Same old, really.
Yeah.
Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. Out of a 2-week hiatus, which we would like to apologise for, but yeah, just been tired of doing it, been doing other things and everything.
Yeah.
Like, it's been hard.
Basically, life's just gotten in the way.
Yeah. But this is our first episode since our talk with the Norfolk Folklore Society. And this episode is going to be pretty much talking about like a day, and the evening itself.
Yeah.
But no, like, honestly, I want to say first of all a massive thank you to Shifra, which I'm so sorry I've been butchering your name for the whole thing. But no, yeah, to Shifra who puts on these talks, and it was so surreal.
It was.
Even though it was only like about 20, 25 people at max.
Yeah.
But like
it was the ideal number though.
Yeah, I think
it weren't
so.
like too many. It weren't like far too many people, but it weren't like less where you're like, oh fucking hell, I feel like I could actually have an in-depth conversation with every single one.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Like it felt like we was actually it was.
Yeah, it was the ideal of man.
I think so. Yeah, especially for a start.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah. But yeah. It's been a mad couple of weeks. Like, it's like coming to terms with it all, and like what we're trying to do next and everything. Like, but nah, it was so crazy. Like I remember waking up that day, and at the time I still don't know what I was going to talk about. I remember just laying in bed for like hours, and Courtney was like, "He couldn't get ready," and now I was like, yeah. But it's just my mind was just
going 10 to the dozen.
10 to the dozen. I was just like, fucking hell, like I've really got to. I really want to do well.
Smash it, yeah.
And then I remember like texting you like, "Are you ready?"
Yeah.
I was about to come get you and picking you up, and like as soon as you got in the truck, we just sat there like,
yeah, this is it. This is fucking it.
What the fuck?
I have to admit, through the whole day, I was actually all right. I thought I'd be a lot more nervous than I actually
I think I was nervous for both of us.
Yeah. I was going to say, I was just like an average day throughout it until you messaged me, and then it was like, oh, okay. This is it. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, then, pick Josh up, come back to mine for a bit. We chilled out for a bit, didn't we? And going over, like, what we was going to talk about, like, our hopes. Like, hope people enjoy it. Hope people turn up.
Yeah, that was the main one.
Yeah.
So I know it's sold out, but
yeah,
I don't mean shit.
Because I hope we get enough time, like, to get there and everything. I hope it's good, like the usual stuff. Like, I hope it's good parking.
Yeah.
All the bollocks. And then it was time to go. And we was outside having a fag, weren't we?
Yeah.
And we was like, right,
let's do this. And then we got ready, got the camera ready and everything. You know what? I was a bit gutted about. What's that?
And I only really thought about it like the next day. We didn't like film on like the journey, like a vlog.
Yeah.
We didn't actually do it a lot of that. But I think we was focused.
Yeah.
We were so focused.
I think because it was our first one as well. I think the later ones we do, we will be a lot more comfortable in doing an actual like vlog.
I think so. Because it'd be nice as well to like when we're there to actually like while we're doing a vlog, like talk to Shifra herself.
Yeah.
And say like, just like normal like behind the scenes kind of things and stuff like that. But we got on it. We went on the way, and I thought, mate, my fucking Google Maps on the way there was sending us down some back roads and everything. I was thinking, what the fuck?
Literally just to take us back onto the A47.
I was furious. I was fucking livid. I was like, what's the point in this? We got there. And we got there in decent time.
Yeah.
Like, parked the motor. You know what I'm going to say, don't you?
Yep.
Packed the motor up and everything. Started making away. And my podcast partner here thought he'd do a gymnastics impression and just went ass over tit. Proper ass over tit.
Fucking cub.
I'm like, Courtney laughed about it because instead of like me, because she went, you didn't ask him if, like to help him or anything. You just went, what are you doing? Which in a way, I'm like,
my foot literally went completely off the curb, and I just went yeet.
Yeah, because I was like looking down, like I'm like looking down and everything, and then I just saw your foot buckle.
Yeah.
And then next thing I knew, you're fucking face planted in the fucking road. I went, Josh, what are you doing? And he just went, I'm alright.
I'm good.
I'll get up. It turned out you actually quite hurt
I
your leg.
fucking mangled the thing.
Yeah, you cut your leg up right bad.
It's like during the talk, I just kept looking at you, going, my fucking knee is killing.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what I've done. And I got home, took the trousers off. I'm like, oh, no wonder it was fucking hurting. It's piss and blood.
Yeah. Well, we walked by, what's it called? Arbitorium?
Yeah, Arbitorium, twice.
Arbitrum or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all passed it twice.
Yeah. It's a hard place to find.
Yeah.
There, but yeah, on our way back, then we saw Shifra
Standing outside.
and I didn't clock it for a start.
Didn't you?
No, because you went, there she is. I went, oh, for a start. I was like, oh, and then she clocked us.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, hey, how you been? How you doing?
Yeah.
I was like, at that point, I was like, fucking hell, this is like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
This is actually surreal. Like, this is actually happening. Like, wow.
For that brief moment, I have to admit, she calmed my nerves down.
Yeah,
Until we got in the building.
Yeah, like I was starting to get a bit jittery and that. Shook her hand and everything, and yeah, and like you say, like she was like, oh, it's it's a little quaint place, and everything. Like it's it's real cozy and everything. And I was like, oh, all right.
This is good.
She
just went, it's really small in there. We're thinking, that'll be all right, it'll be all right. And we went through the door, and literally it was just a chair straight there. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. See what you mean?
Yeah, just squeeze by.
Yeah. And then, yeah, you like walked in, and it is I really liked it, like the look of it. Very rustic. Like it's an antique shop, but it's cocktail bar at the same time.
Very original, like unique sort of thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I really like the concept of that. And yeah, walking in there, and there's already people in there.
Yeah, it was like, oh, okay.
I felt a bit bad, I felt like we should have like got to talk to people, and like,
yeah, we did just sort of just stand there.
Yeah, we did, yeah. But it's because we're awkward people. Yeah. We can't help it. Like a lot of people like look at us, and they like some of them even admitted like because we're quite big lads, and like we look quite intimidating.
Yeah,
like, we're the least like,
intimidated people going.
Yeah, because you know what I mean. So we was just standing there, and like Courtney came as well. So, and but yeah, so we were standing there thinking, and I was getting right. I was like feeling it. Then I was like, okay,
this is it. This is it.
And one of the girls who works there came up to us and asked us for, like what we'd like to drink. And I was like, what do you have? And it turns out it's a bespoke like cocktail bar, and it's like go with your taste and everything. And I felt like a twat because I was like, oh, do you have beer?
That was brilliant.
I was like,
oh, we fucked it.
Yeah. And they was like, that's one thing we haven't got.
I was like, oh okay.
I don't know why I didn't ask. Just have you got a Coke? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or something like that. Like so.
Cocktail was nice though.
Oh yeah, because they said because I was driving, so they said, "Oh, what would you like?" So I was like, "Can I have some strawberry and non-alcoholic?" They were like, "Yeah, we'll do that." And I was thinking, "This is mint." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we went out for a fag, and that's where we met Stacia.
Yeah.
And everyone, and she was very really welcoming. I think that was the main thing. Everyone there was so welcoming.
Yeah.
To us. Like I say, a lot of the people there are from Norwich or very close surrounding areas. Well, we're quite not quite away, but fair distance.
Yeah.
When you look at it, it's good.
It's a fair while.
It's
yeah.
a fair distance, to be fair, but
as well, going back to an earlier point where you was on about we should have gone up and talked to people. A lot of people there, it was their first time there as well, so they didn't have a clue what to expect either.
That's true. Yeah, no, that is true. But, so So, and then it was starting to get ready. They came in and they locked doors, and I was like,
"Oh, I was like, oh God, what's going on here?"
Yeah.
Oh, we got that tonight.
And then Shifa like introduced us and everything, and I was like, oh, okay,
hello,
because that was it, right? I introduced it because I lost a hand at poker to this man the week before, weren't it?
Yeah.
No, it
was like a few days before, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was my idea to try to be all Billy Big Bollocks, saying, right, whoever loses has to open to the talk. Josh like, yeah, all right then. And I fucking lost. I was like, oh, nips.
So it was on a flush as well.
Yeah, it was.
I think it was.
Yeah, so I was fucking.
You was fucked.
Yeah. So I was nervous. I could feel it, and it's one of them like my mind just went blank because there's people that just looking at you.
Yeah, that was the most intimidating thing.
Yeah,
everyone. I know, obviously, it's a presentation sort of thing. So what did you expect? But everyone's eyes just fixated on you. You're like, oh fuck.
Yeah,
it's like, what am I on trial for? What have I done?
Because I mean, like here we're most comfortable.
Yeah.
There's no one here.
No.
Like, it's just a camera. Oh, shit, sorry.
Sorry about that.
It's just a camera there, and it's just us two. Like,
yeah.
We're used to talking bollocks. So, you know what I mean? Like, but with these people, like, all just looking at you, don't know who they are.
No.
You know, and we made it quite clear at the start, like, we're not experts.
No. Don't take everything we say as cold, hard facts.
No, we're just two mates. You've got an interest in it. We just love talking about it. And that is it.
Yeah.
That is it. We would like to get more into.
Of course we would,
but it's
our first time as well.
Yeah,
what do you expect? The podcast ain't even begun a freaking year yet.
No, that's mad though.
Yeah,
it'll be a year next month, won't it?
Shit. Yeah, well.
Yeah, next month. Oh, what are we gonna do for it?
I don't know. I think.
Yeah, I think we should have a party.
I like you thinking.
Yeah, so
fuck it.
Yeah,
might have a party.
Might have a party. Just everyone crammed in this room.
Turn the roof up.
Just someone just looking at this. Someone's took the canvas. Yeah, I doubt that very much. But no. See, we started the talk and everything. And what I really liked is everyone listened.
Yeah,
that's bad. Like that.
But my one was like. Sort of like leaning over, having a conversation.
Yeah.
Just, oi!
yeah. That's what I mean. It didn't feel like us just talking to no one. And
no,
they
were
just
all
chatting in between themselves. It was like people were chatting, but then as soon as we started, they were very polite and everything. They just sat there and listened.
Yeah,
and as we try to be like funny people. I don't know if people laugh at our podcast. Hopefully you do. Because if you're thinking this is serious, fucking God help you. So yeah, we try and bring it like more funny. And for a start, like we weren't getting a lot of laughs.
It didn't go down well.
For a start,
it did not go down well at all.
And I remember standing there and I was like, it's gonna be a long night.
But no, as soon as people started like getting a grasp of our personality, it definitely started.
One thing I am proud of me and you of,
what?
We did not swear.
No, there were a couple times. Times we nearly blipped.
Oh yeah, nearly.
But we held it together.
Yeah.
Who says we can't be professional?
And I think because we videoed the whole thing.
Yeah.
But we haven't started editing yet because I forgot to give Josh the camera. My bad. So Josh will start editing. Before this, after this. Yeah. So hopefully the video comes out well.
Yeah.
Like I say, it was difficult because it was quite a dark room.
Yeah.
It was only lit by candlelight, which don't get me wrong, the aesthetic is lovely.
Oh yeah.
It was very well suited
for the talk and everything.
For what we were talking about. But if it comes out on camera all right or not all right is yet to see. If not, I feel like we'll do the talk or at least do the audio. Could we?
Yeah.
Put the audio.
Yeah, the audio could be done.
Yeah.
I'll see how the video goes, and if it's not the best sort of thing,
then
I can do the audio side of it.
But as well, like it's our first time using this camera.
Yeah, exactly. So we had no idea.
We have no
We've
idea.
tested it briefly,
Yeah.
but you can't really test out a camera unless you're doing something that involves the damn thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So
hopefully it works out well.
Yeah.
I really do hope, because it's our first, isn't it? You
Yeah,
know what
exactly.
I mean? But so now we've done the talk. We talked about
23 High Street.
23 High Street. Thank you. We talked about Matthew Hopkins.
Yeah.
Who was a witch hunter.
Talked about the Wiswich Castle and the dungeons.
Yeah. The Horseman.
Yeah.
Of Sutton Bridge.
Dark Realm Shop.
Dark Realm Shop. And
Oh.
no, isn't it? No. Tidgoat.
Tidgoat.
Yeah, so we spoke about all these different things, and saying like what the hauntings were, what seemed to happen, the history behind everything, and what we personally thought as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I thought was it's what we do.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
you know, like we always try. I think both of us, we always try to see things in a logical sense.
Yeah, exactly.
And we were saying like, we want like some Q&As at the end and everything, and we were a bit apprehensive.
Yeah, we thought if there's somebody who's far more knowledgeable in the crowd than us, and they ask us a proper in-depth question, we would have probably just gone, I don't know.
Oh, suppose it is.
So, whatever you want, mate. I don't care.
Fuck knows. Can I hunt it?
Yeah.
You know, can we hunt it? You know what I mean? Like, so yeah. So we was a bit apprehensive with that for a start, because we were thinking there's got to be people who's far more interested, who have looked into it a lot longer than what we have.
Yeah.
So who are going to be more in
depth.
Yeah. So then they'll know more than what we do.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
we expect, you know.
Yeah.
Let's say we've always said we'd never class ourselves as
Experts or anything like that.
No. But yeah. So we done the talk, and I was really surprised how well we done.
So am I, actually.
Because like right at the start, it was all a bit like really just trying to get everything out. But then I think it's always when me and you start chatting,
it just gels so perfectly.
It's not.
It was very, for those that have been like avid listeners throughout the whole thing.
So fucking all of you.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
It was very, very similar to the first ever podcast we'd done.
Yeah.
Where it was a bit, but then as soon as we started talking, it just flowed.
It flowed.
Very, very similar.
Yeah, because like I say, I think who was it who started? Was it
the
you?
first one?
Yeah, it was
Yeah, me.
Yeah, it was you, weren't it? And it was like I was the same. It was very much reading everything out what we had, and then try chat about it.
Yeah.
But whereas it was the same for me for the first one, and then it got to the point where we just started like bouncing.
Yeah, exactly. It literally did become like, it went from the first ever episode of the podcast to what it's like nowadays.
Yeah. So and then I was like kept looking around and everything, like, because I'm a very awkward. I try not to look at people in the eyes.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I can't. I hate it. I hate it with a passion.
But I was just trying to look at people. You could see people like they were like
so you could tell. Yeah, you could tell they were listening.
They were listening, and they were getting comfortable.
Yeah.
So and then like we tried to crack jokes.
A few jokes.
You know.
Got a couple chuckles, which I'm happy about.
Yeah. We've got a few laughs and everything. So you know, so let's put it this way: I don't think we'd make it as comedians just yet.
No.
But no, yeah, we got a few chuckles, a few smiles and everything, so I was like, right, this is good. And then like I say, Shifra was unbelievable.
Yeah,
she was very like she if people were quiet, she'd put herself forward.
Yeah,
and she'd like help us.
Yeah,
she was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Can't thank them enough.
I
really can't. It was an amazing experience.
Oh yeah, it was unbelievable.
And so then, we got to like started to get to the end of the talk, and then we was like, then I was like, oh no, because that was it. Because for a start, I was like, so does anyone listen to our podcast? No hands. And then she put hers up, and then there was a girl at the back, the manager, the bar manager. She put her hand up and everything. And I was thinking, We got 2. We're good.
Yeah,
we're good. We've got a percentage. It's all good. So I was like, oh, thank God. But then it actually turned out
there was a few more.
Yeah, which was a buzz. Yeah, absolute buzz.
Because like after the talk, we went outside again for another smoke, and a couple of people come up to us and was like, "Oh yeah, I am a listener of the podcast. I just, a bit nervous, put my hand up, etc."
Yeah.
Because that was, like I said earlier, that was their first time there as well.
Yeah.
So. But no, when they come out and they was like, "Oh yeah, we've done really well," and people that have been there for so many different ones coming out and said we did really well and everything. Because at first I thought, are they just saying this? But no, they reassured us big time.
Yeah. Then we had some questions and answers, and a few of them like they were saying about about different supernatural things, and I said about like energy bylines and everything like that, like what we spoke about on the Corner Shower Man.
Yeah,
like they say there could be possible places because Fenland is quite a haunted place. It turns out.
Yeah,
like we was at the pub last night, weren't we? And there was people like coming out of all different other things. Like,
you couldn't have told us this before.
yeah. But so it started coming in with other things. So it turns out, Fenland and our ends, like in West Beach,
haunted.
It's actually got a lot of haunted history.
Yeah,
so that's a robust.
Which was one of the questions, weren't it?
Yeah,
one of the blokes that said is like, "I was West Beach known for being a haunted sort of area."
Yeah,
it was like, well, we was honest with him. It was like, we don't really know 100%. We know a few cases, and I was like, we assume so because it is such an old like Victorian town. Yeah. We assume so.
Yeah. It's been a massive trading town for years and years. So, and it turns out, it is.
Yeah.
So,
if you're listening.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
We now have proof. But, we had questions and what have said about, asked me about cryptids.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, thank God. Right. And so we done the questions and everything, and that was brilliant. I'm
glad they asked questions. So it weren't just dead awkward silence.
No,
because that proves not only one that they were interested, but two they were fucking listening.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, oh bloody hell, okay.
And then Shifa just and then she, gave us a round of applause. Honestly, I could have wept.
That was weird though. Yeah, it was such a weird feeling.
I was like, oh no,
so
stop it.
I'm like, what do I bow? What do I do?
Yeah, I think I just went. I just looked down. I was like, oh,
legendary.
Yeah, this is sick. And Shifa asked, would they like us to come back? And everyone was like, yeah.
I was like, are you sure?
I was like, really?
I was like, hey, what are you going on about?
and then we asked like, who else was it? Shifa. I think Shifa asked, would you? No, I think we asked like, would you be interested in like listening to our podcast? And everyone was like, yeah. That the jury's out.
Yeah.
Like, if people actually do, like, if you do, absolutely unbelievable. Thank you ever so much. We really do appreciate it. If not, it's up to you, isn't it? You be you. Yeah. But fucking listen.
But no, there was that what's the word I'm looking for? Group of 4.
Yes.
To come out afterwards, and they were saying that they weren't listeners, but they are really interested in everything now.
Yeah.
And they started asking us what sort of things we cover and all that sort of shit. And you could see when we was on about the topics we were covering, you could see them sort of getting hyped a bit. I'm definitely giving this.
And then they would tell us of experiences they've had.
Yeah, exactly.
And everything like that. And I was like, oh, that's brilliant. That was brilliant. Like just sharing ideas and everything.
Which from day dot is what we said we wanted. People to talk to us about their experiences.
Yeah, exactly.
And the fact that they've done that after an hour talk.
Yeah.
It's just phenomenal.
Yeah. And honestly, like, it really made us comfortable.
Yeah.
And I really, I enjoyed every minute of it.
Oh, so did I, 100%.
I enjoyed every second of it. It was absolutely unbelievable. Like I say, the people there, they were very welcoming, and it was just warm.
Mm-hmm.
It was, like I say, it's very cosy there. We sat in there for a little bit longer after we'd done the talk and everything, and we ended up speaking to Shifa.
Yeah.
And she's on board with our plan.
Yeah.
We're having a convention at some point. Don't
know how, don't know when, but it'll be happening.
Yeah, it is happening. That'll be such a buzz.
That will be unreal.
Yeah.
But the fact they want us back as well, because I swear, didn't they say, was it October?
September, October time.
October time. they want us back, and specifically for a cryptid one, didn't they?
Yeah, boy!
Because I remember them saying that, and I was just like, all right, I'll sit down. Decent.
No, we'll get you talking something. Well, no, but I think because how me and you run,
Yeah.
like, when it's like my subjects and everything, instead of like always being the audience, you could be like, well, this don't sound right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, try and have a conversation.
Yeah, which I know we keep going back to it, but that's very much what it was like. It was like a live podcast.
Yeah, in a way. Yeah, in a sense. Yeah, big time. We should have took the gear.
We should have, really. We know for next time.
Yeah, because we could. Yeah, we could. We easily set
the
it all
mics
up.
just stood there.
Yeah.
And we just talked. The mics would have fucking picked it up.
Yeah.
It's not like people were waffling through it.
No. Even if we held them.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
For fuck's sake, why do we think of these things afterwards?
Hindsight's a wonderful thing, mate.
Yep. Yes, it is.
But but no, let's say that they were all. It was incredible, and I was sad to go.
I was
It was like,
all that time hyping it up, and it went just like that. And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and it went like a good time, about nearly an hour.
Nearly
an hour, which is what they wanted. Like, that's like a sweet time. So
yeah.
I was like, oh, look, lovely. But no, and like people saying, oh, looking forward to the next talk and everything like that. While we were sitting there and everything, they was like, oh, this is a buzz. And like, yeah, then we went home.
Yeah,
literally went home, and we were quite quiet on the way.
Yeah,
but I think it was
just reminiscing everything. Do you know what I mean? Like.
It was a surreality of it.
Yeah, just proper letting it sink in.
Is that a word?
I don't know.
But in it is now. I'll make it a word. It was so surreal, and it was just like on the way back, like we was all a bit tired and everything.
Yeah.
But it was still like, oh my god.
Yeah, just letting it settle in, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Just like what we have actually just done.
Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. And then next day, like Shifa messaged us.
Yeah.
Actually, I will get the message up because I'll look at it time to time because it just it lifts me up.
Humbling, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Because like I say, we was always so worried what people were going to think about us. What if we like take the piss kind of thing.
Yeah, but that was my biggest worry. It weren't the fact of were they looking at us taking the piss. It was when they said, "Oh, would you be interested in listening to the podcast? Did you think good?" The whole thing that was just constantly playing in my mind is, are you just saying this?
Yeah.
Because I'd rather you come out and say, no, you're fucking shit.
Yeah.
Because at least I know. But then the message we got from Shifa really did help with that.
Yeah, because the people were still there when we left. But like I say, when we was outside having a smoke after the talk, and people were just coming up to us.
Yeah, that was the best feeling.
Yeah, and like saying, like, oh, honestly, I really enjoyed that. Like, because that's always our biggest worry.
Mm-hmm.
People actually enjoy us. Here it is. She put, people really enjoyed your talk last night. You put everyone at ease, and people felt like they could ask questions and contribute. Whereas some of the other talks, they felt intimidated to do that. It was also really good that people stayed for a chat after. People usually head straight off, but your talk opened up some discussion points, which a couple of groups chatted about after.
Come on.
So that is exactly what we want to do.
Yeah.
And it don't necessarily mean talk to us specifically.
No, as long as you can talk to literally anyone about it, as long as it's...
Yeah, and especially with people there who have the same kind of interests.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'll put people on the spot as well, because I asked, like, do people think of like supernatural being a real thing? And it is, and she put it perfectly. She put like that is a very difficult thing.
Thing.
Yeah, to answer.
Yeah.
And
because I remember saying during the talk, like, after you asked that, I said, for me personally, it's always been one of them things where I've got a slight belief in it, but I suppose until it actually happens to you, you ain't gonna believe it.
No,
really, are you?
Not 100%. And that was one of the questions, like,
have we had any experiences ourselves in that?
No, like, how would people? How can you actually prove 100%?
Yeah,
because I asked, like, do people believe in the afterlife? But someone asked, like, how can you actually prove
it?
And I was like, to be honest with you, I don't personally know. I think it is impossible.
Yeah, like I said, I think it is just one of them. Until you've experienced it yourself, you know for a fact.
You ain't gonna know.
You ain't gonna know.
No, it's not. That is it. Like, it's such a grey area.
It really is. it's very daunting as well.
Yeah, massively.
Especially when it comes to the likes of the afterlife and that, because obviously everyone would love there to be one.
Yeah, but it's
that terrifying thought of maybe there isn't.
Yeah, and that's what gives me
fucking terrifying.
That's what gives me massive anxiety attacks and panic attacks. Like I have generally been woke up, cold sweat, shaking.
Yeah, it is fucking horrifying.
Yeah,
the thought of it, just nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's it. But Lewis made our friend Lewis. He always said that's what makes life more beautiful. Like you just cease to exist. Like you have to live in the moment because when it's done, it's done. It's done, and it makes it more beautiful.
I mean, you hear all that cliche bollocks all the time, don't you?
Yeah.
Not calling it bollocks. I'm just saying you hear all that cliche stuff like live every life like it's your last, live every day like it's your last, and all that shit. But then when you actually proper sit down and deep it, it is a case of fucking hell.
Yeah, like it's just how Lewis said it to me, and I was like, you are right.
Yeah. See, the one thing like that that's always stuck in my mind is the fact that not the whole living your day like it's your last, because I just don't do that.
No.
But the case of you really have no fucking idea when it's up.
That is it. Yeah.
It's not like you got a timer on you. It's like when it strikes 0, you're done for.
Yeah.
It's literally like I could. Well, I mean, touch wood, I don't. But I could literally leave this room right now, and a brick fall on my head and kill me. Do you know what I mean? Something so simple.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Like I could have a heart attack in my sleep tonight.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's terrifying.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, for sure. And I think like that kind of helped like people like they got to get their conversations up, but they were talking about different experiences and everything. But like, it is a very very difficult thing to talk about in a way. Because,
yeah, it is.
There's so like in all religions and stuff like that.
Exactly, that's another thing you got.
There's so many different ways what people think.
Yeah,
like you have like Christianity, you have heaven and hell. You've got like Norse, where like Valhalla or hell.
Like Muslims, which is I don't know what the word is, but it's like an afterlife sort of thing.
Yeah,
and same with Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah, and then you have like Hinduism, which is reincarnation and stuff like that. So it's so many different beliefs what happens, but you can't pinpoint what does happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Like and it's one of them like I really I want to believe it so much.
So do I, but it's just I don't know. I think it's because, like we said on the talk, and I've said multiple times, I look at it so much from a logical standpoint where I logically cannot. I mean, God forsake, I fucking pray I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I can't help but look at it logically where it's like, I just don't think so.
The only thing...
Not discrediting anyone that does believe it. I'm just saying this is my personal opinion.
But you say look at it logically. If you look at it logically, human eyes can only see a certain amount of light. Mm-hmm. And our ears can only pick up a certain amount of megahertz. That it's so minute compared to the spectrum. Yeah, that there is stuff walking about. There's, you know what I mean. There's stuff moving about.
I saw somebody. I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been that Dr. Peterson.
I love him. That's very controversial because he does say some controversial things.
What major figure doesn't?
No, but what I like about Jordan Peterson is he talks about it very logically, but not in a condescending way. I think. Because you've got like Ben Shapiro, and people like that who can be a bit arsehole.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
whereas
they come across like I'm right, you're wrong.
Yeah,
where Jordan Peterson has that thing where it's like I'm right, or explain to me why I'm wrong. Yeah, do you know what I mean? He gives you that option,
and you can definitely see because I remember I watched one and he was like nearly in tears. It was about like because he said like, oh, what good, like because it's the whole thing about like the equal pay and everything like that. And they say, what good are men? And he just went, we need men. And I'm, like I say, I'm very middle of the road. Like, if a woman could do a job as well as a man, they should be paid. I'm all about equality in that sense. But when you think about it, like, let's take that famous picture, what we saw last night, of the men sitting on the girder of the Empire State Building. Like men done that. Men built the infrastructures and everything. Like, and he's so devoted and he was so emotional about it. It made me believe him. Yeah. Because of how much his heart was in on it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
But going back to him, like, I saw something, I think it was him that said it, where he was like, our brains are so minute that everything our eye is seeing, like, if our eyes or our brains were open up to everything around us, they'd implode. Yeah. They just would not be able to hack it. No. Our brains are actually taught themselves to just pick up what is necessary.
Yeah.
That's why so many times people, where it comes across where it's like you have that deja vu feeling and that.
Yeah.
It's because your brain has already registered it.
Yeah.
And then your eye has picked it up that your brain's like, that's familiar sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it's just weird.
Yeah.
Such a weird feeling. It's like how much information, again, I saw another doctor, he said, your brain stores, if you think of it like a fucking USB stick, and it can only hold up to 100 megabytes, it picks up at least 4 terabytes a day.
Yeah.
But it just discards everything it doesn't need. It's
right.
like, and that's why you
it.
get that whole feeling of deja vu and things like that.
Yeah, easy forgetting.
Yeah, it's like, because
yeah.
if our minds could actually hold in everything, it would be terrifying. You would just collapse because your brain would just go into overload.
Yeah.
And that thought is just mind fucking.
Oh yeah, that's why like you see like some people and everything like it's like they jump the limit and they start like and that's when it causes like mental health and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So in that way, you could see like how it does happen, but especially nowadays because we've got like social media and everything's there. Like there is so much around the world to take
exactly.
in. Whereas like the 60s and everything, it'd be like what's happening in your town. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like you'd have like the big news, but there was nothing like what it is now.
Yeah.
You don't.
I think as well.
You don't know what Matthew's doing in fucking Austria.
No.
And what Kennedy's doing in Australia.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
and I think as well, that's why things like, if this is true, things like mental health and that are so prominent.
Yeah,
because I think, because you got to think, some of the smartest people alive, right? For argument's sake, let's say, I know he's not alive anymore, but say like Stephen Hawking, right? Yeah. If this mind thing is true, their minds must be open to a lot more.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? For them to be as intelligent as they were.
Yeah.
That people like me and you are just going,
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So,
like you say, I say mine and your mind hold 100 megabytes. Theirs hold 250.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? But it's still not 4 terabytes a day.
No, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's like,
It's
you look at all these stupidly intelligent people that are sort of almost retrained in their brain to open up to so much more.
Yeah. But
then at the same time, sorry to cut you off,
no,
but at the same time, is that the reason why when we see things like this, that our natural instinct is just to go, nah, you're talking shit.
Yeah.
Because our brains just can't handle it.
That. And I think it's that, and as well, with likes of social media and like television and stuff like that, it's become such a taboo thing. Where like, if someone says they see a ghost, back in the day they'd be like, Jesus, we're haunted. Yeah. Whereas now it's like they're talking shit. They want their 15 minutes of fame
exactly,
stuff like that.
But it's like, are you actually seeing it?
Yeah,
because that was another thing. Like, this is what I'm trying to tie in this whole brain thing with what we're talking about.
Oh yeah,
is the fact that if our brains could compute to that like 4 terabyte thing, if they are true, we would see spirits walking around like people just walking up and down the high street,
and that's why
we'd see them clear as day.
And that's what I was saying about the like how our eyes only see so much light and our ears can only hear such megahertz.
Yeah,
it's because if we could see it at more of a wider scale, we'd be seeing fucking loads of different things. We'd be hearing loads of different things,
and that's what I like to believe as well. That's why I believe in the lights of the spirits and that, and that's why I think people do catch glimpses of them, because their mind is just ever so slightly let it in.
Yeah,
and
that's why we because me and you always talk about like with pets.
Yeah,
because dogs can hear a lot more megahertz than what we can.
Exactly,
and cats, I think, have got better eyesight. So when like you see, like we always say, like see a cat like looking like staring,
you're like, nah, what's there? But again, with children, is it a fact of, because they say children can see like spirits or whatever?
They have like a sixth
sense.
Is
it because their minds are developing still? Because they're still at a young age. They haven't. Obviously, when you're a young age, you're not taking in things like fucking taxes and houses and all that shit. So your minds are so open to the most pointless shit. Is that why? Can they see them?
Yeah.
Because it's just like, oh, they'll forget in a couple of years. Well, they'll probably forget a tea time.
Like
do you know what I mean?
It's like your senses are so much enhanced.
Yeah.
It's like when a grown person fall over, scrape their knees, they're like, oh, fucking hell, that hurts. Whereas a kid, it's so much more enhanced. That's why they're crying their eyes out.
Scream their fucking eyes out, yeah.
It's because it's like their senses are so much in height. And then when they grow, it's like they get to
it shrinks and shrinks and shrinks until the right.
Yeah, until everything's like an equal balance.
Yeah, everything that realistically you need to survive. Because obviously kids don't have a fucking clue about that shit.
Yeah.
If I gave a kid a gravel and stuck a big Peppa Pig on the front of it and said, here, I play with that, they'd be buzzing their tits off.
Exactly.
Where an adult would be like, what the fuck is this? It's just gravel.
Yeah. No, yeah.
That's what I think is like, with animals and kids, they can see that sort of thing. But it also makes sense as an adult, if this is true, why our brains would implode.
Yeah.
If we're just sitting there, for all we know, right, we could be having a conversation right now and there could be some Donny sitting there. Right there.
Having a wank.
For all we know. But if we could compute that,
go on, boy.
do you know what I mean? We'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Stop it.
It's like, you're putting me off.
Was that he saying it or you?
Both.
Oh, God.
But it would make sense why your brain would implode.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So that's what makes me think there could be something. And as well, like, the time when we went to Dark Realms, and they were showing the videos, and it was just like, there was something happening there, what we can't
comprehend.
We can't explain it.
No.
And that is partly because we're not experts, and partly because it was fucking weird.
Yeah. But again, this is why I reckon people that have had experiences, they can't just full on say it.
No.
Do you know what I mean? They can't be like, well, I was doing this, and then this happened, and then that happened. They are like, I felt this weird feeling, and then I saw this, and then I started thinking this. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like they've seen it.
Yeah.
Their mind's gone, you haven't.
Yeah.
Or it's like trying to like, fuck, quick, erase.
Yeah.
That you are like,
oh yeah, big time.
I can't even remember what I was. Do you know what I mean?
I think like,
it's weird.
Yeah, it's because like I said before, I think I took a massive tumble with my mental health. It's when I got so invested in cryptozoology because I'm trying my hardest to like logically how these could be real and if they're not, and I was just working my mind into overdrive.
Yeah, that you just crash.
Yeah, and that's what I think took a big tumble. So that's I'll still do it.
Yeah,
you know, it's
but
something I love.
It is learning that boundary,
that balance. Exactly. Yeah. Whereas when I really got first, but like big into it, it was all just reading, taking knowledge. It was like different sightings, different things and pieces, and trying to think about it logically. Whereas, yeah, which fucked me up. Which now I want to do it more for like the adventure.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
as well as like, I don't want to like turn up and that people are like, oh, what's this? Like, what is a Bigfoot? And I'm like, I don't know. I just want to try and hunt it.
Yeah.
You got to have like that like in a way that basic knowledge.
Yeah.
But as well, I want to do it for the memories, for the adventure. For the,
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
And I think that's like vice versa for me, because obviously you can't really have an adventure with conspiracy theories, but I think that's in a similar sort of way with me, where it's like I want to know the truth. Do you know what I mean? If someone pointed me out, concrete, 100% fact, no bullshit, this is the truth, and everything you've said, Josh, is utter bollocks, fair play.
Yeah.
At least I know the truth.
It's like a sigh of relief then, isn't
yeah,
it?
exactly.
Yeah.
Like when I go back to that, like the 9/11 one, I want to find out the truth just because I think the people deserve it and that.
Yeah.
But it's just, do you know what I mean? It's
your own peace of mind as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
like you've put in so much effort. Oh, this sounds bad. Putting so much effort in the 9/11, but do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
looking
I
at
know
the details and that it is just that peace of mind where you're like, fucking hell, I was right, or fuck, I was wrong.
Yeah,
do you know
like,
what I mean? Either way,
yeah,
it's just
fuck, I misjudged that.
yeah, it's like, oh, I dropped the ball there.
yeah. But no, like I agree totally, and I think like that's why the society don't like people like us who talk about 14 subjects.
Yeah,
You know, I think that's what they call it. It's 14, you know.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But these kind of subjects, it's because our kind of people who do like these subjects, because their mind is always is thinking about it all the time. People are like, oh, they're weird.
Yeah,
because they're doing things.
We don't fit into that fucking zombie mold. Do you know what I mean? Where it's
Exactly.
just, I get up, I go to work, I do my day, blah 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 blah. I wake up, I do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I wake up the next day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where people like us will look at certain other things that sort of takes us out of that mold.
We
and
ask
then when you've got
questions.
people, which again, this might go on a tangent, right? And whether you agree with them or not, doesn't matter. But this is why I think when you look at the likes of Andrew Tate and that, why they are so quick to try and shut these people down.
Yeah, because they're asking questions.
That realistically, they don't want the answers getting out to. Whether you believe him or not, whether you think he's a knobhead or not, that's irrelevant.
Yeah.
But it could be him. I don't know who else fucking does it. Piers Morgan, Jordan Peterson. But even in some aspect, I can't believe this name's about to come out of my mouth. But even in some aspects, Tommy fucking Robinson.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? No, I'm not saying I agree with these cunts. I'm not saying I agree with them. But what I'm saying is, you can see why people try and shut them down.
Yeah.
Because
like
they
that conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
What's his name?
David Icke.
Yeah.
Because they are asking the questions.
That's what he said about the Sandy Hook, isn't it?
Or was that Alex Jones?
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones was.
What a tit. Though.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've never felt so angry in my life. When he was saying that it was all staged.
Yeah,
I thought,
that's what I mean.
Fuck you.
get people like that where there are certain things. Piers Morgan's fucking Mike. Sorry for that weird noise.
Yeah.
But Piers Morgan's a perfect example for this. Where some things he will come out and you're like, fucking hell, he's bang on the money with that. And then he'll say some other stupid shit and you're like, are you taking the piss?
Yeah.
It's like, for fuck's sake, I was just starting to like you, and then you go and say that.
I know exactly what you mean, because he always says, I'll say how it is.
Yeah.
But in some aspects, yes, he does.
Yeah, he really does.
But there's some things that you could have kept that to yourself.
Yeah, it's like, that's not even, you call yourself a journalist, you're not, the whole point of a journalist is not to broadcast your opinion.
Yeah.
It's to find out facts.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you know what I mean?
So, yeah, I agree totally with that. Like, but, we've gone right back tangent with that. Like,
but in a way, it sort of links in because we're on about like the mind and what you can see and all that sort of shit.
And as well, like we say with the mind and that, like because different things, and it's like, and like when we talk about serial killers and that, it's like what's in their mind.
Yeah, what's happened to?
Yeah, it's all like it's all the chemical
balances and shit. But as well, going on the mind as well. Again, off topic. I saw something. Schools have got it so bad.
Yeah.
Because realistically, your brain can only take in 20 minutes of knowledge at a time.
Yeah.
And everything else, it begins to discard.
Yeah.
So why the fuck are there 5 hours of the day that we're trying to learn shit?
No,
when realistically, it should be, they worked it out, it should be 20 minutes one subject, you have half an hour break, then 20 minutes, half an hour, 20 minutes. Do you know what I mean? It should go like that, not literally hour, break, hour.
Yeah.
Because your mind just frazzles. And that's why when it comes to exams and shit, so many people are failing.
Yeah.
And when you're revising and that, you can't remember learning it because your brain hasn't took it in.
No. And it's in such a way as well, like I found, like, because the only subject I actually revised in was science.
Yeah.
And I got a D.
That's what I mean.
It was one of the worst subjects I got. Whereas I've done well in maths and English.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Yeah, same.
But like, and I always wondered, like, because people who know, I'm actually quite good at maths, but like people who know me, I'm not very good at reading. Obviously, when I'm doing a podcast, I'm like atrocious, which is fucked up really when you're trying to do a podcast. But and reading and writing, like my writing is god awful.
Yeah, mine's shocking as well.
But like with that, like it's just weird, like how some I really wanted to do well in. Because when I was at school and that, like, I really wanted to work with animals. Like I've said it before countless times, but animals have always been a massive love of my life. Ever since I was a little kid, you know, I'm in like watching the first ever Steve Irwin.
Yeah,
and I was like, that is what I want deeply in my life. I want to work with animals, and I tried so hard with science.
Yeah,
but when I got that D, and I was like, what's the
fucking point?
And I think it was because I tried too hard.
Yeah.
That, let's say, we're all wired up different. There were some people in my school like who didn't really revise much, and they aced it.
Yeah.
And there was
my sister's one of them.
Yeah. And there were some people who revised every night, wouldn't do nothing, wouldn't go on Xbox, wouldn't do anything. They revised like fuck, and they got terrible grades.
That's what I mean. It's like my sister's one of them. She's like the polar opposite of me and my brother.
Yeah.
She doesn't revise. I mean, okay, me and Marcus didn't revise either. But she don't revise or anything. But when it comes to schoolwork, she's an absolute boffin.
Yeah.
She's ridiculous. I'm like, what the fuck happened to you?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
But then me, whereas like when it comes to the exam sort of thing, I try to revise the best I could. Realistically, it went in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, because you didn't enjoy it.
I didn't have no motivation or anything like that. No. But then, like you said, when it comes to the exams, I'm like, well, how the fuck did I get a C there? But then the one that I was interested in, I fucked it.
Yeah.
How does that work?
But what I find, especially with you, Josh, like I've seen it so many times, when you get an interest in something, you are shit hot at it.
Yeah.
Like with ponds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd put money, like I would love to just hire you out because there was, well, especially like with ponds and everything, like There is no person I know who could ever go against you.
The only one that could give me a rock and run for my money, I think, is Connor.
Connor, yeah.
But that's because Connor and Aquatics are just like fucking chalk and cheese.
No, the chalk and cheese don't go together.
Isn't that the same, chalk and cheese?
No, it's like different. It's like, like, you got like one brother who is incredibly likable, and one who isn't.
Yeah.
The difference between them is chalk and cheese.
Oh.
To them, it's like,
I fucked up.
bread
and butter. There we go.
Yeah. They honestly, they do go so well together. And Connor is just an absolute genius. Honestly, I could listen to him talk about that kind of stuff.
But that's
all day long.
That's one thing, and I'm not too sure about you, but that's one thing with me where it's like, if I've got an interest in something, I will give it my heart and soul. Yeah. If I haven't even got the remotest interest in, I won't give two shits. No. You could explain it to me. You can interrogate me on it, and I'll be like, I don't give a fuck. I
don't know about you, but I go through phases. Like I remember I went through a massive bushcraft phase, and that's all I watched. That's all I read. All I done. Then I went to cryptozoology, and I not forgot bushcraft, but like that got put on the background. Yeah. And then it'd be dinosaurs. Yeah. And then it'd be sharks, and then it'd be Vikings,
and then it'd loop round again.
Yeah. Then it'd be woodwork. Yeah. And then it'd be like forging. Then it'd go back to
it'd just go in a circle, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I'm exactly the same.
And but as well, I kind of like that because it always keeps things fresh.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if I was just obsessed with one thing and one thing only my whole life,
you'd get bored.
You get bored, and you'd eventually run out.
Exactly.
So I think that's why in a way, I can link a lot of what I like together in a way. Yeah. Like say with cryptozoology and bushcraft. So when we go on investigation, like for Bigfoot, I can make shelters.
Exactly. You can link them all.
I can link it all, and I think, you know what I mean.
I think as well when I look back, because technically it is when I look back at like some of the conspiracies and serial killers, it's in the past, so technically it's history. Yeah. I've always had a fascination with history.
I love history.
It's the one subject I was buzzing. I think I've mentioned it before. I was buzzing for school when you can choose your GCSEs. Yeah. And I was buzzing. There's like, we're going to learn about World War 1 and 2. Always had an interest in them. Vikings, brilliant. Romans, brilliant. Greeks, brilliant. Yeah. Right, guys, we're going to learn about medicine. See you later. Yeah. I don't give a shit.
I don't care if you found fucking penicillin or an orange peel.
Exactly. It's like, and in the 1400s, when they had a headache, they used to drill in their head to relieve pressure on the brain. Yeah, well, we've got paracetamol nowadays. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I want to know how the Romans took over half the fucking planet. I want to know how the Vikings were the hardest bastards on the planet. I want to know why World War One was the most pointless war going. Yeah. And I want to know in World War Two how the fuck Germany lost. Yeah. Because they really shouldn't have.
No, in a way. Thank God they did.
Thank God they did. But it's like, how the fuck did you drop the ball that bad?
Exactly, yeah.
That's what I want to learn. Not this poxy shit.
Yeah. No, I agree totally.
And that's why I dropped out of it. Because I thought, fuck this for a laugh.
But saying that, my history was pretty good. We did learn a lot about like World War One.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And stuff like that. Because we, like, I think I've said on it before, but we went to France and Belgium. Yeah. I mainly, for a start, I picked history because I knew there was going to be a trip. Yeah. That was the real key deciding. Yeah. But like I say, I've always had a keen interest in history, but mainly mythology. Yeah.
Like Greek mythology, fucking. I can't. We have to do a season on just pure mythology. We have to.
I'd say that probably our next season.
Down.
Yeah. So does that sound good?
Yeah. Oh fucking hell! I'm buzzing now.
Well, the thing is, I can only think three mythologies.
Yeah, but you can split it.
Yeah, like
for argument's sake, if we went Norse, you do one episode on Thor, and then Odin, then Loki, and then
Jormungandr,
and then the season finale would be like Ragnarok.
Yeah, yeah.
And you could do the same with Greek. One episode on Zeus, or even the Titans before them, and then Zeus.
Yeah,
side it. Do you know what I mean?
Fair.
Split it like that.
Yeah, yeah. Because I was gonna say like the main ones I'm interested in is Greek, Norse, and Egyptian.
The big three.
Yeah.
But then you think you've
Chinese.
You've got Chinese, you've got the Celtic. Yeah. You've got there's another major one I'm forgetting.
Hindu.
Man like Ganesh.
Yeah.
Big up Ganesh.
Yeah.
So the only thing I know of Hindu is just Ganesh.
And Kali, goddess of destruction. She had a lot of arms.
So did Ganesh.
And he had an elephant's head.
Yeah. Beat that.
Fuck you. But no. But
yeah, I'm so down for that.
Yeah.
Next year.
Yeah.
Next year, you know what I mean. Next season.
Few months, yeah. But
buzzing.
Yeah, I'm down for that massively. But no, like, coming back, to our talk.
Yeah.
but I think when Shifra messaged us that, I had such a warm feeling.
Yeah.
I thought, oh wow, like we actually done well.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, because
I didn't think we would do the best ever.
No.
And I weren't expecting to do the best ever. But as long as we didn't do the worst, that was my main thing.
Yeah. No, exactly.
So we didn't absolutely fuck it.
No.
The fact that straight away there was like, oh, would you be happy to see these guys come back? And I was like, yeah. I was like, okay, so we've done something right.
Yeah.
And you're interested in something, whether it's just us waffling, the actual facts, or just the state of us. Whatever it is, something's enticed you to bring us back. I'm going with it.
I like that mugs. It'd be nice for when we go back if we could get some merch to take back.
I'd fucking love it.
That would be pretty sick. That would be pretty sick. But no, but I remember like we were just talking to Shifra, and I remember saying to her like, I've got an idea. Or we've got an idea. Which should be seeing this, like she puts on like these talks and everything. She does a fantastic job of it. She knows how to work different things a lot more than what we do. And I said to her like, would you ever be interested in doing a convention? And I asked her, I was like, do you know if there's any like conventions about like paranormal, supernatural and stuff, 14 stuff about? And she was like, I don't think so. Now then that's just like,
yeah,
we got to do it then, because especially now it's becoming such a big thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, well, I'm not saying like the whole spectrum, but like especially like witchy stuff, ghost stuff, and stuff.
It's really coming back into fashion, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, it is. So I feel like
another interesting thing. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're alright, boy.
With Shifra, one thing I did find interesting is when we asked her how she got into this in the first place.
Yeah,
and she was like, because she wanted to be that person. She wanted to go to these sort of things where people talk about.
Yeah, that was
things.
it. Yeah.
And she said there was nothing really around it, and she weren't exactly going to travel like fucking 5 hours up to Manchester just to see it.
No.
So she decided to put it on. It was like, and look how far it's gone already.
Yeah.
I don't know when she actually started it, but it couldn't have been that long ago.
No, it was last
year maybe.
Yeah, no, I don't even think it's been a year.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. What if she started it around the same time we started this?
No, we started a podcast before.
Founding fathers.
We
started a trend.
No, but before that, she's used to do Weird Norfolk and everything like that.
Yeah.
And being a journalist and that, so, or had a page in Eastern Press Daily, I think.
Yeah.
And so, like, and with that, like, so it, thing is, like, we just hit it. We hit it off, didn't we?
Yeah.
And so we have got to talk about it, because and it'd be interesting, like, for people if they're in we might have, we should put another poll on the chat, on the chat, the Facebook page. Yeah, would people be interested in an actual convention, like an event about all different kinds of subjects? So I say, look, I've said before, it hasn't got to be just cryptids. It hasn't got to be just ghosts. It's like a whole
array of that subject, basically. Anything weird, for lack of a better word. Anything weird that people that if you talk to like your friends group will go, you're fucking wrong. Do you know what I mean? We'll welcome you with open arms.
Exactly. if you know, because that's the thing. Because we're very lucky. We have a friends group who are very open minded.
Yeah,
and want and do talk to us about it, and like and willing to listen.
Yeah.
Whereas like some people like my work and places like that, like they don't give a fuck, and I don't bother with it. But like I'll say we're very fortunate. We're in a good group.
Yeah.
Where they might not believe it themselves,
but they spur us on to keep going.
Yeah, and
that's another thing.
Yeah, that is a major thing, and I feel I love these people so much.
Yeah, especially as well over the past few weeks where they'll be like, "Where's that?" Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So obviously we've had reasons why, but they don't know that.
No.
For them to come through and it's like, "Oh, I miss it." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, it's such a nice feeling. It's like fucking hell. Yeah. You actually do enjoy this. You're not just saying it.
No, exactly. And it's so warm and it spurs you on. It
really does.
It does spur you on. Like like so. Last week, I weren't in the best of places. I had a bit of a fucking downtime, but I'm alright now. I am alright now.
Yeah.
And I had I've got, let's say, I had you and Lewis come round.
Yeah.
Basically, give me a fucking good talking to, and I needed that.
Yeah.
And it just showed. I remember when you two left, I nearly bawled my eyes out.
Really?
because I felt like, how lucky am I to have friends that would go above and beyond, to make sure I'm okay.
Yeah, of course, brother.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, until it happens.
Yeah,
you don't know
that they go above and beyond to make sure that I'm alright. Even like Lewis always says, it's okay not to be okay. You could be depressed without depression and shit like that.
You
like,
could just be having a down moment.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And you just need that little pick me up.
Yeah, and because I'm a bastard for it. I'm the biggest hypocrite going. I'll admit that I am the biggest hypocrite going. Because I always say to people, if you ever feel shit, talk about it. But when I feel shit, I don't.
Yeah,
it's because of my past and everything. I've had to be like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to break that mold.
Yeah, it very much is, because like, especially like with my mum and that, like I felt like I had to be the strong one because my nan and granddad, they were losing their daughter. My sister was going through it as well, like, because she's 5 years older than me. So I felt like I had to stand up.
Yeah.
And be the strong one, be the rock, what people could rely on. To now, like, I don't know how to be anyone different.
Yeah.
And I'm always saying to other people, like, it's okay, like, you haven't got to be like that. But when it comes to myself, I'm a twat. and I think with you and Lewis coming round and like pretty much fucking slapping me in the face and pulling half my beard out, you cunt. And pretty much saying like, you haven't got to do this anymore.
Yeah.
It felt like when, let's say when you two left, it felt like such a great weight was lifted off my shoulders.
Yeah.
And it really did help me. It really did, like, so that you'll never actually realise how much you two, like, and Connor couldn't be there, but how much you three have actually fucking helped me.
Yeah.
You'll never understand the gratitude I have. I'll get gay. Like I said, I would lay down my life for you three. I'd happily take a fucking bullet. I'll take a sword. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is nothing I would not do for you three. Like,
I'd take a dead arm for you.
I'd stub a toe for you. Nah, honestly, I'd be. I don't know where I'd be without you three. Honestly, I'd be fucked. I know that for a start. And for my wife as well, accordingly, because she has to deal with me every fucking day. Bless her heart, she deserves a medal. But no, she is fantastic. And like, we the thing is, like, my nan put it perfectly. She went, "You and Court are perfect for each other." And I was like, "Are we?" So, you know, like,
you're a second guest, don't you?
Yeah, and I was like, she could do better than me, surely. But like, when I'm down, she fucking pretty much punches me in the ribs and says, "Sort yourself out, you prick." And we get there, and vice versa. When she's down and out, I'll do everything in my power to make sure she's okay.
Yeah,
you know, and I think that is God, this is gay, isn't it?
No,
but it's like that's how, like, you know, it's true love. Like,
yeah,
you when you're back, you just do shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of the words in a minute, but like, it's just all great, isn't it? Like, when you sit there and think about it, like, life's mint. I don't care. Like, I'm always, like, you know me, like, I'm always one of these people. I couldn't give a fuck if I've got £1 million in my bank or tenner.
Yeah.
I'll never change, and I'm blessed to be like that in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because like, with all the shit was going on with bills and everything like that, all going up, you get worried, like, fucking hell, am I going to be able to afford my mortgage this month? But in some ways, like, if it was just me, I could live in a truck. I could build a fucking little off-road camper, and I could just go from county to county. It wouldn't bother me. But I want to do so well for Cor.
Yeah.
I want to give her the life she deserves, which then it makes me worry, but then it spurs me on at the same time. And yeah, it's just mad, isn't it? Don't know how we got onto this, but yeah, let's fucking get off it quick.
You soppy bastard.
Well, yeah.
I'm joking.
Yeah, no, yeah. I don't want people to think I'm just some soulless cunt. I used to be, didn't I?
But again, that's just...
It's Courtney's fault. I used to be a heartless bastard. I used to be, like, you know, like, I had no emotion.
Yeah.
I got with her. I'm there watching fucking adverts and I'm crying. You know, like on TikTok, like when the soldiers come home and that. And I'm like, oh. Like, what the fuck have I become? There's a time You know, if you like fucking see somebody get shot in the head, I wouldn't bat an eye. Yeah, like, no, fucking hell. I actually think. I feel things. I turned it to the Grinch. You know what I mean?
What sausage is this?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't change it for the world.
Nah.
But and as well, like when we was doing, like before we was doing the talk and that, I was getting a bit of an anxiety and everything. But as soon as we got there and we started getting into it, it seeped away.
Yeah.
And I felt warm and like how the people were, it was just so comforting.
It was
welcoming.
perfect.
Oh, it
really was perfect.
We've probably said the same thing now about 3 times, but I don't care. Like, honestly, I'd recommend people follow them on Instagram, the Norfolk Folklore Society, because there could be something what you're interested in.
Yeah.
What we might not cover ourselves.
No.
But someone else might cover, and you could go and see them.
Yeah, exactly.
I really appreciate everything what Shifa has done.
Yeah,
and
massively.
I'd like to go be like part of the audience.
So would I.
So would I. Keep an eye out and actually become
regular.
Yeah, I mean it's
not too regular. It's a fucking trek.
Yeah, but can't have that many days off work.
But no, overall, fucking what an experience, and I can't wait to go back again.
And is it? It might just be, but has it made you like really want to like push on to other things, like put like with the investigations?
Oh yeah,
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Really like
massively. Because I know we keep saying about it, and we're going to do it when the weather gets warmer and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's proper. Like, there's not a doubt in my mind now. I want to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Even if we find fuck all.
Yeah.
I don't care.
If we find fuck all, we'll at least make it entertaining.
Yeah, exactly.
But we've got 2 next month, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
We got
fucking
Dark
hell.
Realms.
Yeah.
And A1075.
Yeah.
Which we got from Shifa. She spoke about it to us as well. Didn't she?
Yeah.
I was like, no, actually, I didn't know nothing about it until I saw what you put. And it's a bit weird because like how I've knew her, well, knew of
I know
her
what you mean.
before actually meeting her.
Yeah.
And then actually meeting her. So it's a bit mad.
It is a bit weird.
Do you think people thought about that with us? Like some of the people who have listened to the podcast and then all of a sudden actually seeing us, they're like, oh.
I'd like to think so.
Yeah,
that was the case with some of the audience, wasn't it? Because of us, they went. It's like, what the fuck? This is a bit weird.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say, like, next time we're there, like before it all kicks off, I might say get there a bit earlier if we can, and actually like try to talk to people.
Yeah, I'm down.
But it's one of them. Like, we don't want to like sound like we're too big headed.
No.
Like, oh, you've come to see us, are you?
No.
You know what I mean? Like, or what you look forward to? What you look forward to hearing about tonight?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. You know what I mean? I think
Is there anything specific you want us to cover?
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. It's just.
I mean, let's be honest. This is the main reason we set up the fucking email. So why aren't you emailing us?
Exactly. And the emails we got, we could just have a flyer. Fuckers. Fucking email us.
Just do it. Even if it just says, hi.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm afraid.
I'll never forget that when we were crying about that. Yeah. If you don't know, it was like a meme. It was like a woman. She was like she was meant to say like, "Hi, I'm afraid that I can't make this meeting." Hi, Jeffrey, I am afraid.
She sent the email way too early. And so all it said was, "Hi, Jeffrey, I'm afraid."
I mean, creased up. We were absolutely creased up at ages. It's always me and you, isn't it?
Yep.
It's like the whole fucking oh mate, we were crying, absolutely crying at that. At the 10,000 BC.
See,
when how I spoke to fucking another day.
Couldn't breathe.
Even I was right laughing when we heard it back because it's just so out of the blue, weren't it? Just like you said something, I was, what the fuck? That was it. We were gone. Oh no. Hell. But yeah, that was such an experience.
Yeah,
such an experience.
I honestly cannot wait to go back again.
I just want that to be my life.
Yeah.
Some people thought it was.
Yeah, that was a bit mad. That was a bit mad.
We go about
from town to town waffling. It's just, I wish.
Really? You think that of us?
Yeah. You not heard us?
Yeah. You actually think we go about talking to people, like just to, mate? Because I thought there's going to be people that have been there before who are like shit hot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Who were like proper like on it, like they were experts. They was like, nah, you know, fuck all. But it's just me and you, like, I don't know. Fucking good, isn't it? And people like think we do that as a fucking job.
You're mad.
If we could, we fucking would, big time. But I just can't. It might be at some point. I'd love to do that.
Yeah. The world's our oyster.
Yeah, it is, mate.
But no, I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think so. Whose is it next week?
Yours?
Oh, fuck. Oh,
is it? Living Yenko. The pre-one. This one. Right. Living Yenko. And then...
Well,
yeah, it's yours.
Yeah, I was going to say, look, we might as well skip these two because it's like special.
Yeah. So yeah, it is yours then. Yeah. I mean, either way, it would have been yours.
Oh, all right.
So what are you thinking?
I am thinking of doing sea serpents.
Ooh.
That'd be a good one.
That'd be a good one.
Oh, I love sea serpents. Can you remember? What was it? It's Playmobil. Playmobil Vikings.
No, I never really had Playmobil. It was more of a Lego boy.
Well, I was both. I was spoiled. But no, I remember it was Playmobil Vikings. There was a sea serpent. It was like green. It was right sick. It used to have to get like little motors, put it in the bath, and and it. I used to write. Oh, mate, I used to be a rope fucker for bath toys when I was a kid. I had everything. I had ships, I had sharks, octopuses, crocodiles. You know, it was in there. Killer whales, sea conner on with for you. Yeah, sea serpents and everything.
Oh, fucking brilliant!
Fucking Mothman in there. Nessie, he was about. And fucking Bigfoot was swimming. You know. I was always recreate Jaws. That was always thing. Like, I used to get right angry though, like because I try and like get one of the boats like to sink, but it wouldn't sink right.
No,
because I want to sink, like you know, when the shark
goes down like that, it just go.
Yeah, it just go like flat.
Yeah,
like, no, tilt up. So yeah, I used to get right angry. And imagine like 8-year-old me like punching the boat. Like, sink right. It's kind of like Jaws. But yeah, so yeah, I think I'll do sea serpents.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty good.
Decent.
Pretty cool. But no, it's been a mad waffling session this one. But you can find us on Facebook, which is Missing Mysteries in Black and White. You can find us on Instagram, which is Missing Mysteries _ You can email us with any inquiries, any questions, any sightings you might have had or might know people who have had. Yeah, any queries, anything like
literally
that,
anything,
or just talk to us.
Yeah.
Just have a chin wag with us. We'd be it'd be sick.
Yeah.
Which is missingmysteries@outlook.com. You can subscribe and actually watch us on YouTube, which is Myths and Mysteries. Which the best way to find out is on the Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
We put all the links on. You can listen to us at Josh.
Spotify, Podbean, Amazon, Samsung, Podchaser, Player FM, and iHeartRadio.
Get on that. Sorry, but no. Let's say Shifa and Stacia, unbelievable. We appreciate everything that you've done for us, and keep smashing it. And we can't wait to be back.
Yep.
That was it though. When people said they wanted us back, it was like. The love was there. The love was strong that night. No, that was absolutely incredible. Yeah. And yes, hopefully we've actually got some new listeners.
Yeah. If you are,
followers.
Hello.
Oh, fuck. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.